Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be carrying on with The Pale Beyond. I wondered if we were getting towards the end of winter on our last save. It's week 32. We've been at a third camp for 12 weeks, and I think they said winter was going to last for 12 weeks, so I think we may be getting out of the winter time here. I guess we'll find out. I mean, hopefully so, because it's pretty hard. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my free penguin. Very good. Let's have a quick look at the map, actually. What's it doing in week 32? It looks like we can get to Viscount Island pretty easily now. What does it say when I click on it? Yeah, it just says the same. We don't have any exploration things up there yet, but let's see what the day brings. Let's talk to Hammond.
Morn. Winter might be finally clearing up, eh? About time. Gods, remember when those bloody penguins showed up at camp? Seems an age past now.
We've certainly come a long way.
Aye, but don't be getting sentimental. Can't wait to get moving again.
Might be soon. Might be soon. Tucker. Ah, you smell that, Lefty. Lefty.
We can't smell anything.
I can. It's the smell of winter clearing up. Here we go. No more winter. Let's hope the groundhog doesn't see a shadow. We'll be out of this bunker before you know it. This calls for a Kaylee.
Whoa, Tucker. Never pinned you as we get to return to work.
Ah, shit.
I must say, Doctor, something in your walk as of late. You're holding that head high.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure you're as eager as the rest of us. Not long now before we'll be able to stretch our legs outside again.
On that subject, I was running a few physical examinations in preparation of returning to work. Do you mind?
Of course not. This won't take long, I hope.
Oh, it shouldn't.
Okay.
Let's do the requests first of all, and then we'll deal with freezing people. Runster? He was just London, wasn't he?
Captain, do you mind moving Timmy back closer to me? He's had his fun away at camp, but I need to keep an eye on him.
You think the young boy cannot manage without your watchful eye?
Nah, it's not that. Timmy's done plenty of growing while we've been out here. It's me who needs him. He's me extra arm.
Oh, protective parent, I see. Well, Captain? I won't move him, but I can move you close to your son if it pleases.
Aye, that works for me. Thank you, Captain.
Nutley. Captain, I was running a standard physical examination on, well, I'd requested you meet with me in the medical tent this evening. Is there an issue? Why not present it here? The individual involved would rather this be handled privately. Apologies for sounding so cryptic, just, later, after dinner. Okay. Templeton got anything extra to say? Yes. I must admit, I'm curious what issue the doctor has encountered that requires your summons. Well, I needn't pry. A private matter is a private matter. Okay. So in terms of the crew, oh my god, all my sailors, apart from Lefty and Cavity, are frozen. One's got frostbite. Gnomes. I think he's our only frostbite, though. Which means the scientists are all healthy. I'm going to check the expeditions again now that I've done the request, just see if anything's opened up. It hasn't. I'm going to push on with the scouts, though. Ooh, nice. Nice. Ooh, that's pretty good. Alright, let's go back. Are there any tears in the canopy to fix? There doesn't look like it, which is good. So, what I think I will do is... we'll get the scientists to cook up a batch of medical comforts, as they're all available. We're going to get 3 of the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3 in the bed, including frostbite. I mean, no, we'll do another one as well. We might as well fill the beds. There's no benefit to not doing it. We're going to use the medical compass to cure all of those, including the frostbite. So that's pretty good. And then we can use 1 engineer to cure freezing on the other guy. So we've still got an engineer available. There we go. So now I think we send 2 expeditions out. Oh my god, have I got any fish left? I've a horrible feeling I've used my fish. Okay, we may not be able to do both whale seals then, or elephant seals, whatever they're called. We'll use 1. It only takes 2 people. They're going to get, one of them's going to get wounded, and one of them, but they'll both get freezing. Let's send 2 Johns and whoever this guy was. I can't remember. Tashi, I think. That's good. That's good, but we can't do another one because I've used up the fish. So let's go back. We'll get the other sailors then to bring in from the penguin store. We can have 3 here. There we go. They're already freezing. Which means they'll get frostbite for next time. I can actually put another engineer on the furnace though, so at least one of those can recover. There we go. Go and pet the doggies. Aww. I love them so much. Right. Yeah, we've got to deal with the fuel situation. It'll be the seals, I think, because the penguins are worth more to the hoosh. Don't have it. We've done well with scurvy. We haven't actually had any, but you never know, so we'll keep it available. If I was to replay it, though, that might affect what I chose at that point in the Temperance when I was looting the locked cabins. Because they haven't been needed, but something like the bolt-action rifle, if that was in the same choice, that would have made so much of a difference. In fact, I would say to anyone playing this themselves, take the 3 firearms at that point. The revolver, which helps with small animals, so you get extra food with the little penguins and stuff. The shotgun gets more food when you're going for things like the crab-eater seals. And the bolt-action rifle would mean... it might have meant saving a scout, but I think it might help with the elephant seals as well, maybe getting more from them, which would be quite good. In terms of this, though, so we can add 30, which is just enough to have a rationed heating. So let's do that. We know that we're getting hopefully a couple of elephant seals. It might just be 1, I'm not sure, I can't remember. We'll put these in the furnace. So we should be able to at least give people some heating, although we're going to lose 10 decorum, so we're going to need to put some in the hoosh pot as well, because I think we're going to need a full hoosh ration. We'll just put all 4 of our penguins in. There we go. We're pretty much out of food now, apart from today's hunting. So let's call the crew for dinner. The crew have their meal. I mean, obviously the doctor is the sort of the story bit, but let's do some other stuff. Almost over now. What? I remember when the wind would scare the shit out of you. You'd hide under your blankets and cry till it went away. Don't tell anyone that, Dar. Embarrassed? I'm all grown now. You've plenty of growing still ahead, Timmy. Oh, bye. Oh, but you're getting there. Well, what's with you? You got a keen eye in the medical tent. Oh, it's nothing that concerns you. Or you, apparently. Are you bothered about you being shut out of a meeting for once? Ha, you are. I don't care much for secrecy.
Coming from you? That's bloody rich.
Cordell isn't in the doggy tent. Let's go to the medical tent. Looks like it's Kurt.
Ah, Captain, don't let the cold in.
Captain Shaw, to what do we owe the visit?
Ah, Kasha, this is actually a private matter. Do you mind giving us the tent for a moment?
Oh, very well. Kasha exits.
Sorry, I don't think this is worth getting the crew worried over.
Why all the secrecy?
It's just not a matter worth sharing with the crew.
I noticed an arrhythmia in his heart. It's difficult to determine the cause without further examination. But as it stands, my current diagnosis is cardiomyopathy.
Years of adventure finally catching up to the old ticker, eh?
Well, it could be genetic.
Ah, that's just a guess still. Some unusual rhythm is no issue?
Have you experienced shortness of breath while sitting down?
Well...
Fatigue? A sudden cough when you lie down? Dizziness? I noticed some swelling in your ankles as well.
Who's to say that...
Kurt, please, I'm trying to help.
Yes, I've experienced it.
What does this mean? Well, it's manageable, but you will have to take it easy for the rest of the expedition.
Ah!
No more hauling equipment.
Ah, very well.
If you're offered a drink by the crew, refuse.
Tough, but fair.
And, well, it's my belief that Kurt is not fit to lead a lifeboat once we set off.
Now, Doctor, that's just not possible. I'm the navigator. You can't honestly expect anyone else to handle that sort of duty.
You can at least provide guidance, Kurt.
Yes, but leading the boats are a separate matter entirely. I can't foreplan the entire sail.
Your health comes first, Kurt.
The entire crew's health is at risk if I'm not navigating those boats.
Kurt, I won't mince words. You could die.
We all could. But I don't want to argue with you, Arthur. We won't be getting anywhere doing so. It's up to you, Captain.
That's true. Do you think it worth the risk? I don't know. I think if I let him do it, I think he'll die. I think if I don't let him do it, there's a chance maybe a lifeboat gets lost, which would be worse. So I'm going to say that he can do it. Oh, we lost loads of Nutley loyalty. I really don't think that's wise.
I know, Doctor, but it's a measured risk, isn't it? We've had to make many out here.
I suppose so. Try not to strain yourself too much, though.
I'll do my best. Thank you, Doctor. Oh, and let's not tell the crew about this, will we? I don't need them fussing over it, and a man is due his privacy.
I'll respect that.
I suppose I should get an early night, then.
Kurt exits. Let's have a little look at the crew loyalty now, because Nutley lost quite a lot there. He's still way above loyalty level, and Kurt's now maximised. I don't know if we're going to have time to get there with Grimley. We've been losing a lot of Templeton loyalty as well. We should watch that. Oh, we're still doing something in the medical tent, are we? Doesn't look like it. Right, well, here we go. Here we go. You awake to the sound of distant barking. Seems one of the dogs has been excited by something. You sprint from your tent. You aren't alone in being awoken by the dogs. At the center of the campsite, a crack begins to form, followed by more spreading out. The dogs leap from the kennels, sprinting southwards. Wait! Wait! Cordell runs across the cracks in pursuit of her dogs. The ice shifts beneath you. You hear the sound of something falling, then smashing. Oh dear. The lamps. Oh no!
Hills, what the fuck is this? Oh no, the flow is splitting. Quick, we need to move. Now! No wasting time.
Nutley and Kasha run out from the medical tent. Nutley carries his bag, slung over his shoulder while Kasha's hands are filled with notes. What is this? Oasis splitting. That all of your work? What I could carry, yes.
Not good, your tent's going under.
What? No! My equipment! Do not go back that way, either of you, understand? Templeton runs to Kurt. How should we handle this? Captain, we need to get out of this tent as soon as possible. Everything past that point is going to be swallowed up. You heard the man. Everyone hold what you can move. Move. That wasn't Junior's voice. The crew get to work on the furnace and lifeboats, hauling as fast as they can. With the ice breaking as quickly as it is, you realize you only have time to save one tent. Jesus. Okay, I can inspect. Oh god. Junior and Hammond have saved what is in the hoosh and furnace. Well, I put in everything in there. The remainder of food and fuel are beginning to sink. All we had was the scurvy tins, so that's probably okay. One of Cordell's dogs howls in fear. The digging tools and most of the guns remain trapped. Oh, I think we're going to need that. Kasher and Nutley have saved what they could. There are still medical tools, tinned lemons, and various comfort sketches, which I'd used anyway. It's got to be the dogs. One person to save the dogs. Does it have to be one of these two? We've got the one-armed man, or the man with one eye. Everyone else. Well, I'm glad we didn't assign everyone. It's going to have to be Lefty. Oh, it's freezing. That's fine. Lefty crosses the gap to rescue the hunting supplies. The ice splits further. The tents sink below. We lost a football, flags, chessboard, 4 tinned lemons, and a medical tool. The canopy collapses. Lost engineering tools, Apton crates. Maximum fuel and food decreased to 75. Max decorum reduced to 100. The crew barely make it out from the burning tarp. Oh wow, we got some wounded. A few sustained burns and bruises from the frantic escape. Oh man. Well, that was nothing I did. That's a story event. I hope it's nothing I did. I mean, I haven't had the choice to move on camps, so it's nothing I've brought on our heads, hopefully. Week 37. 1 week at 4th camp. We've settled a new camp by the shore. Act 3. 12 dogs. We've got all our dogs. That's good. Where's the... Is it this one? Yes, I guess it is. Week 29. I think it's week 37. I don't know. Captain Shaw, personal log. New camp has been formed in the aftermath of the ice split at the close of winter. However, the crew cannot rest at this time. After a long journey, the shore has been reached. In the coming week, the crew will sail out on the lifeboats in search of proper land. Soon the ice shall be left behind. The ice split proved to be a truly traumatic experience for the crew. The fact that the crew escaped with all lives intact is nothing short of extraordinary. A freak accident. The ice does not care about the crew's presence. It is an arbitrary thing, a simple force of nature. It will move as it does regardless. None could have predicted what had happened. The crew has reached the shore, but now a great challenge presents itself. The ice beneath our feet will not hold for much longer. It is destined to break apart and tear as it did before. Solid ground must be reached in search of the point of rescue. To that end, the crew must sail out onto the open sea. I trust the crew's capabilities. A team of fit and well-experienced sailors alongside a navigator of the caliber of Kurt Darling. Though it may seem daunting, this sail may prove to be the most comfortable task for the crew. Sailing is their lifeblood. They are more equipped for this than they are anything else. Sign off. Yikes. I mean, I guess you can say that we didn't lose the stuff in the hoosh pot or the furnace, at least. Because we literally have nothing now. We've got some digging tools. Got the captain's hat still. We've got our hunting shotgun. We've got our revolver. We've got the accordion. That survived. 18 research. All documented findings during your expedition. Research will be a measure of your expedition's success, despite the circumstances. Oh, okay. Some sort of final ending, then. We've done average on the research, I would say. I don't think we've done particularly well, but I don't think we've done poorly. Got the camera. No resource cards whatsoever. The sailors are not doing too well. I wonder how many beds we've got. What about the scientists? They're all there. We can maybe make some more medical supplies. We don't have any beds. Oh, we can't make any. Okay, well, we'll have to think. We'll have to carefully think about who we put in the beds. I mean, the wounded. So if we have 4 beds, actually, we can check how many beds we've got. 2. Well, that's rough. Alright, let's talk to Lefty.
One more push on the land. Don't know if I've got the energy left. These old arms may break off if I try to row. Ah, well, let's see to it.
Grips. We've checked the lifeboat several times over, Captain. They're as ready to sail as they're ever going to be. A good while ago, I'd have had total faith in these vessels. Now I'm less certain. Smell that air, Doctor. If this holds, there'll be no better time for a sail, let me tell you. Well, isn't that fortunate? Ah! God, please be careful out there. I will, I will. Kasha. Oh, Captain, I'm just triple-checking my notes. I'll kick myself if I end up leaving anything behind on the ice. Now to hope my report doesn't take a dip in the ocean. Mr. and Mrs. Gloss. This is concerning. What is it, Harriet? All reading hint at a fog rolling in. A thick one at that. All readings, probably. That bodes poorly for our sail, does it not? Oh, perhaps we'll catch a lucky break. Worry not, our compasses will keep us steady. Rooney and Junior. We're heading out soon.
Aye.
Nervous?
No, we'll have to be careful. We don't know these waters.
Well, chin up. Better to look confident for the crew. Let's look at the scouting post. What have we got? We actually don't have anything to send anyone out to. Are we on Viscount Island now? Oh, well, no, we've probably got to send boats out there, haven't we? Oh, no, that's not what I do. Even in week 37, I'm still making that mistake. I think let's do the request first, and then we'll assign the 2 medical beds, which is horrible. Hammond.
Captain, we got a problem.
How urgent?
The bloody compasses, they don't work.
Excuse me?
None of them. They've all been going haywire just after the winter cleared.
Mr. Hammond, we're due to set off on the water. We cannot wait on the ice a moment longer.
You think I don't know that? Ah, shit.
Calm down, men. We have a clear sight line of land. We don't need the compass. Oh dear, Hammond loyalty.
You know how easy it is for the waves to turn us around?
What a fog rolls in. Mr. Hammond, do you have any idea what is causing the error? I was going to say, the Viscount, the ship, went to discover some sort of magnetic stuff that was going on. That was its research mission. So there's something going on here.
It looks like a case of magnetic interference, but that can't be right, can it?
We've come further south than anyone in history. This may just be the case closer to the pole. We best just hope for good fortune.
Hope? Great. We're sailing on a bloody hope.
Nutley. Captain, we have a few injured from the ice split. I've managed to arrange a small batch of crates to treat anyone. Oh. Well done, Doctor. Quite ingenious of you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Templeton. We unfortunately won't be able to make any more comforts. But I will treat whoever I can. A word, Captain. Speak your mind, Templeton. The animals. In all my years, I don't believe I've ever heard of dogs being able to sail the silver seas. Have you? I'm not so sure. These dogs might be different. Very funny, Captain. He straightens himself. One of us is going to have to break the news to the kennel master. Our dogs will not be joining us on the ocean. That's my decision to make, not yours. Certainly. But you understand what must be done. I don't appreciate being patronised, Templeton. My intent is not to patronise. It should be clear by now that I've only the interest of the expedition at heart. Trust me, you've made that very clear. Good. Then it's time we inform Cordell. Cordell isn't a fool. I'm sure it's crossed her mind as well. Yes, but in situations like these, one must be crystal clear. I'll do it then. No, I'm not leaving the dog. I'll take the dogs over the people, quite honestly. Is that harsh? Oh, this game is so hard. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Yeah, well, Runt's got to be cured. He's frozen and injured. And I think at least one of the sailors is going to have to get cured as well. We'll do 2 Johns. Use some comforts. Oh, I thought you said you did. I thought you said you got something together. Ugh. Well, thanks for nothing, Nutley. Oh my god. No, I'm not leaving the dogs. The animals are eagerly trained on the penguin fillet in Cordell's hand. She notices your approach. Captain, I was hoping to speak to you. What's this about, Cordell? I think you know what this is about. It's about them, isn't it? The dogs scramble as she launches the meal across them. I understand you're going to shoot my dogs, aren't you, Captain? I wanted your opinion on the matter first. We got a loyalty. Is that so? She looks out across the animals. Why do we shoot them? I'm no fool. I just don't want them to suffer. They've been through so much already. I'm not going to berate her. Let her continue. The animals continue to scramble over the fillet. Not Stanbury. These dogs have known me their entire lives. She points at the dog tearing the fillet from its sibling. I used to carry that one around in my pocket as a pup. I'm welling up here. Do you have children, Captain? My children are here on the ice. Oh, what? She throws you an odd look. Stanbury joins her side. No, Stanbury! I don't mean to sound cliché, Captain, but they're all I have. You can't help more animals if you're dead. Oh, what do I say? If I say this one, I'm hoping she'll say, or maybe these ones can. Or dogs can't say, oh, she lost more loyalty. I didn't expect you to understand. We're to cease being your children as soon as you're paid, yes? I won't waste your precious time any further, Captain. Get on with it. What are your orders? Stanbury watches you with suspicion. Well, this is probably not in the best interests of the expedition. One of those boats is yours, should you wish. Take it in the night. I won't stop you. Don't be ridiculous. That would be a death sentence. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to kill them. Let nature take its course. They wouldn't last long out here, sure. We've seen stranger things already. They might outlive us all. We'll have to chase them off, lest they try to follow the sailboats into the water. You begin to make your leave. Robin? Yes? I'm ashamed to ask it, but I implore you this one mercy. She ruffles Stanbury. May I keep one? Just one? You can... Oh, we're going to save Stanbury. You can stay, Stanbury. I'll need my replacement captain after all. Oh, we got a loyalty again. It tilts its head at you. Stanbury! Thank you, Captain. I won't forget this. Pet Stanbury and leave. It stays behind its master, wary. You depart across the snow. Oh, we saved Stanbury. I'm not going to shoot any dogs. They'll just have to... There's penguins and seals for them to hunt. Maybe they'll be okay. Well, that was traumatic. Guess we're giving the order to the dogs. Word spreads quickly that the dogs will not be joining them for the sale. Many of the crew take this last chance to sit with them while they can. I'm welling up again. The crew have their meal in relative silence. The crew share what little food they have with the dogs. Oh, everyone loves the doggies. The crew return to their posts. You can choose who to spend the evening. I want to spend it with Stanbury, although he's coming with us. Oh, need a moment. Right. Let's talk to Hammond.
Won't be seeing them when we set off, will we? Like those mutts, better than most of the crew. They always pull their weight, at least. I'll miss the wee beasties.
You're not alone, Hammond. Some last-minute checks?
Nah.
No?
Not last minute. Last minute checks come the morning we leave.
Oh, well, it doesn't hurt to be thorough.
Anything can change, no chances.
You seem concerned.
Does it hurt to be?
No, not at all.
You seem to be doing well.
Considering the circumstances, I am. Thank you, Grimley.
Aye, get some rest.
Eat up, all of you. You'll need your strength for the times ahead. Lady Cordell, is this a bad time? This is my final evening with my kennel. I understand. I won't bother you then. It's quite all right. Did you need something of me? No, I wouldn't ask anything of you at a time like this. I just wanted to see how you were faring. Concerned for my health, are you? My thoughts are on the final comforts of these dogs, my dogs. They will not see much comfort in the future. They will starve, they will suffer. It would have been kinder to put them down. Oh, I didn't want to put them down. I could not bear Stanbury to suffer such pain. Perhaps they'll find food. Perhaps they'll find a way to live out here. Oh, for goodness sake, you're not a child. You know they won't. Right, I feel terrible now. I didn't want to shoot the dogs. May I ask you a question? Are the dogs included in that report of yours? Well, yes, I do have them listed by name. I've taken records of their shifts, but that's about it. I don't know much of the pack beyond that. Would you like to? These creatures have lived rich lives. Perhaps that is of less value than the other names in your report. Not at all. They're just a part of the crew as any other. They were. Still, tell me about them. I wish to know more. Well, I suppose I should start with Stanbury, should I not? Stanbury was... Oh, I feel awful now. I didn't want to shoot dogs, and now all I've done is make them suffer more. Oh. I don't think I've got it in my heart to be a captain on an expedition like this, making the tough decisions. Those creatures will be left behind come our departure. I wonder if they will attempt to follow us out to sea. I understand Cordell would consider them smarter beasts than that, but I am not sure. They will die out here. And would you have been willing to pull the trigger for them? I would. I assure you of that, Captain. The Kennel Master has been even more silent than usual after this day's events. Understandably so. Perhaps it's best to check in on her. Is she over with the pack? Oh no, the pack are all here now, aren't they? Right. There's no expeditions to send out, is there? When there's no dogs now. Well, the dogs... No, we still have the dogs. Of course we do. I think that's just it, isn't it? Goodness me. I feel awful. Okay, well, we're going to have to drop the fuel rations, so I don't have enough, which is going to reduce... We're going to have 5 decorum left. But we'll have to we'll keep the food up. I can't lose more than 10. We did get our hunting, though. Oh, we got some more freezing. Do gain some decorum. That's good. Runt cured. Got a frostbite. I mean, that was inevitable, really. Lefty's frostbite. 3 frostbite. That's bad. I can only cure one of those. Oh, God. Are they all going to be freezing? I can only cure 2 frostbites, so someone's going to die. Unless the elephant seal might be able to cure one of those. Oh, we've only got 1 dog left. But oh, it cures freezing, not frostbite. Where's the medical tent? Well, let's follow the story events. There might be... You never know. Something might happen that will relieve some of this stuff that's going on. No request today. Scouting post. Yeah, there's nothing there. I think we're just going to do the boats. Ah, sure. Almost ready to set out. Yeah, the boat's looking grimly.
Withered. If we need timber left, I could look at fixing them up. But we'll get there in one piece.
Still need to assign the crew to their stations. Plan carefully, sure. Don't know what we'll face out there. Everyone needs to pull their weight. Anything else, Captain? I'm going to give Junior the captain's hat. You pass him the worn headwear. Junior, I wanted to give you something before we set out. I think Hunt would have wanted you to have this. Hey, loyalty for both. Junior looks at the hat. A smile creeps across his face.
And always had awful taste.
Thanks, sure. Anything else, Captain? Thank you both for everything. Well, I think we could put 2 engineers on the furnace, so we can get 2 cured of freezing at least. I wish we could stick someone else on there. Okay. Can't cure any frostbite or wounded. That might change after we set sail, however. So let's not do anything else now. Let's just prepare for the open sea sail. Templeton, Hammond, Kurt, Cordell, Nutley, and Cash are all aboard the largest lifeboat. Grimley and Junior man the other 2 vessels. The remaining crew must be decided. All living crew must be allocated the lifeboats before you can set sail. I've got 13 left to assign. Nutley's on this one, right? So let's take the frostbitten ones. In case there's anything he's able to do for them. They board the vessel. Why does this feel like the Mass Effect 2 suicide mission? I'll put a couple of sailors in each one. A scout. An engineer. Do a couple of scientists in the first one. All the key crew are on another one. There we go. So they're on boat 2. Lifeboat 3. Everyone else. It's everyone, isn't it? We're ready to set sail. Oh, let's do it. Are you sure? I mean... tell you what. Can I back out? I was just going to say what I might do is throw the elephant seals in the stove, but just in case we can't take them with us. But So I'm not allowed, so we just gotta go. Camp is packed up and the lifeboats are prepared for sail. As you glance back to the shore, you notice the dog sitting on the edge. They pour the water, eyeing the boats and their master. Cordell readies a rifle, and she's got a rifle, and fires into the air above them. It's enough to scare them off. Everything is ready, Captain. All that is left is for you to give the order. This isn't going to be easy. Keep alert. We're at the mercy of the ice and the ocean now. It's 2:15 in the afternoon. For some back home, the end of lunchtime. For you, the beginning of a countdown. Consider the boats carrying you through the ice. The lifeboats seem a mockery of the Temperance. You wonder if they'll ever rest on the decks of its sister. For now, your past and future seem to shrink against the glaring challenges of the ice ahead. Consider your previous sailing experience. A far cry from your time in the Merchant Navy. You've ferried much, but this is undoubtedly the most precious cargo of your career to date. You grip the tiller firmly. Let's go. The boats lurch forwards, bobbing side to side, parting the inky waters. You are gaining speed now. A cadence is reached by all those rowing. The oars lift in unison. Uncomfortable for most, the crew has arranged the equipment as best they can to lift their sitting position to account for the raised edges of the boat. It's not long before Nutley begins a periodic ritual of dry heaving over the side of the boat between his turns rowing. Kasha curls over her camera, paranoid of any moisture that may enter its mechanisms. The fog finally clears to reveal the ice around. They're very small, don't they? Wow. It's an intimidating landscape. Terrifying, but profoundly beautiful all at once. I really like that the game gives you a bit of time just to sort of appreciate the moments like that. By evening, you've nearly escaped the ice. The empty ocean is almost visible on the horizon. The boats lurch. The smell is horrendous, though seemingly enticing to a large gathering of snow petrels. They shoot down from the sky at their leisure, scooping up a meal at a time. They're mackerel ice fish, I think. How do you know that? My father used to take me fishing whenever he could. Hammond stops rowing momentarily.
Are you sure about that, kid? 'Cause you've been puking for the year straight at least.
The doctor goes red and tries to prove he can hold it in. Kasha furrows her brow, readying the camera. What do you think it means? It doesn't mean anything. A cold current, most likely, where the ice meets the ocean. Grimly calls from his boat.
Why, it's a bad omen. The living aren't supposed to be out here.
Templeton grumbles to himself, something about superstition. With the birds overhead, it's nigh impossible to avoid their droppings. At least it's warmer than the snow. One finds its way into the doctor's hair. A fresh gastral purge follows suit. Kasha looks to you, uncomfortable, shielding the camera. What do you think, Captain? I'm preoccupied with sailing and being shat on, in case you hadn't noticed. Ah. Sure there's an explanation, whether we understand it or not. She thinks on this answer before taking a photo across the water. Cordell lifts a fish from the ocean and presents it to Stanbury. The animal smells it before shying away from the food. She drops it back in the ocean and buries herself in the animal furs. After hours of rowing, you finally reach the open ocean. It's impossible to avoid the stingy sprays of the sea as they invade the boats periodically. Everyone is left bailing with whatever they can find. Hats, mugs, even bare hands lift out water. The crew begin to curse into the night, at each other, and at events gone past. It's the only means of protest that doesn't interrupt attempts to remain warm. Let the others blow off some steam. Let the sailors sing their slurs into the night. Out here, each should be allowed their own reprieve. Nutley looks to you to see if you curse and decides it isn't safe. Templeton at least lets out the odd posh paragraph. Where are we? Ay, ay, ay. It's pretty bad weather. Oh, that would have been terrifying, wouldn't it? Bet Nutley's not doing well. Don't think I can do anything here. Here we go. Lightning flashes to the west, followed by rapturous thunder, underscoring the sounds of the sea. Hold fast! Your screams are lost in the thunder as a large abrupt wave smashes against the boats.
Rogue wave!
You've just about crested. A moment passes before the other two lifeboats join you. Every sailor knows the tales of rogue waves, freak anomalies that plague seas such as these. You hear singing, started by Junior. It soon infects the rest of the sailorfolk, defiant against the storm. The song is about three sisters dancing to seduce a sailor. A second, larger wave hits the boats. The same again, just about. The sailors change key. I'm going to sing with them. You don't know the words, but you'll never forget this tune. Echoing as best you can, the others follow suit from beneath the tarp. Even Templeton sings. Jesus. The third, final and largest of the waves hits the boats. You're lifted near vertical. Keep singing, guys. The spray enters your lungs. It feels like forever before your boat finally crests the wave. The tiller buckles in your hand. Your eyes burn from the salt of the sea. All three boats make it across. I wonder if that's a turning point. I wonder what would have happened if the crew makeup of those lifeboats was different. But all three made it. 18 available crew. You finally make land. The navigator is the first to step on solid ground. He turns to the rest of you, sodden. We've made it, ladies and gentlemen. Landed. The man clutches at his chest. I knew this would happen, but I bet if I'd said no and let someone else do it, I reckon we'd have lost a boat. At least. That's what I reckon. Sorry, Kurt. The man clutches his chest. Heart attack. Oh, Kurt. I'm sorry. Before falling across the sand. The others rush to his aid. Week 39. Land. Act 4. Oh, God. At least the frostbite might clear up. We're only minus 27 degrees now, right? But even though this isn't quite as long as previous videos, I think I'm going to leave it there. It seems like a good place to end it. My goodness, what an episode that was, eh? Thumbs up if you enjoyed that. Oh my God, this was the most heartbreaking one yet. Those dogs. And Kurt. Wow, it packs a punch, this game. It does. But hopefully you've enjoyed it, at least. But yeah, leave a comment as well. It's always great to hear what you guys are thinking about the episodes, so please do. And if you're watching this and haven't subscribed to the channel before, please do so. That would be amazing. So thanks very much once again, and I'll hope to see you next time for the next episode of The Pale Beyond. Bye for now.